Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Today is Monday, April 7th. It is, I don't know what time it is. I think it's about 8:15 almost. I just got to work. I stopped and picked up some McDonald's for breakfast this morning. And I am going to get myself settled in for the day, get myself kind of reset for the week. I have my planner that I'm going to set up for the week. And then I have a organizational thing that I use in the Life app or website that I set up with all my tasks. So I'm gonna get all that set up, get myself going for the week, and then I will dive into writing at some point today. I did not get up early this morning to write. I'm far enough ahead that I don't feel like I need to push myself that hard. I don't need to be up that early, so I let myself sleep in, and I will jump into a new week. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys following along on week 2 of the Rough Draft Challenge. Let's dive right into the week. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday, April 8th now, I believe. You can see little Dobby playing back there. I am a mess because it is early in the morning. It is 5:30. I unfortunately broke my writing streak yesterday. I did not write any words yesterday. Work was busy. I took on a project for a former coworker. She paid me to take care of a project that she had for her. I'm making some designs on some cups for her. She's a realtor, using my Cricut. So I took on that project for her. So I started that yesterday. And by the time I got home and made dinner and did everything and started this project, I just never got around to writing. I definitely need to do my writing either in the morning before work or while I'm at work. Because once I get home, I'm like exhausted and I get distracted by other things. I also needed to finish editing last week's vlog, which I have not done. So I'm kind of behind today. It sucks that I broke the streak, but I know that I'm literally double the amount of words I need ahead. So didn't really put me behind or anything. Just broke my continuous day writing streak, which isn't the end of the world. So I have my coffee, and I am going to try to get ahead for tonight and print the rest of these designs out. That way they're at least printed, and then all I have to do is put them on the cups. I have to do 15 of them by Thursday, so it's kind of a quick turnaround. But yeah, she paid me for it, so obviously I need to do a good job for her and get it done in time and deliver when I said I would. So the other thing is that I think the rest of the week should be somewhat slower at work. Also, my boss will be out of the office from this afternoon through to Friday morning. So I should be able to keep up with my work and get a good amount of writing done. So yeah, other than that, yesterday was really good. Hung out in the Discord with a bunch of people for a lot of the day in voice chats and writing sprints, and I'm doing alpha reading for 2 people. I already received one of the projects. That's something else I need to work on today too, is getting my story transitioned over to Google Doc or something, so I can send that over to the person who's gonna alpha read for me. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy day, but I am going to get these designs printed and stuff to get myself a little bit ahead before I get ready for work. So let's dive right into the day. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It is Wednesday, April 9th, I think now. I don't think I recorded anything yesterday. If I did, it wasn't very much. I woke up Monday exhausted, and work was really busy, and I didn't get a chance to write. And then yesterday I was super tired, and I just honestly didn't feel like it. I did do some plotting, trying to figure out where the story's gonna go next. Trying to give myself a little bit of a roadmap for how I want to get from point A to point B, but didn't do a full outline. So at least I did something yesterday, but I have not written in the last 2 days. I was already ahead a week, so I'm not too worried about it. I did break my everyday writing streak, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. You can see my Cricut going there. This whole thing is a mess, but that's what you hear in the background, so hopefully you can hear me. So yeah, I haven't written in 2 days, but I'm feeling a little bit better today. I have my coffee. Hopefully I can get like ahead on this project. I'm trying to print all of the designs today, and then hopefully tonight and tomorrow I can put them on all of the cups. I already have 5 done, so I think I have about 10 left. So yeah, that is basically the update. I still have not edited last week's vlog. I need to do that. That's something else I need to do. So those are 2 things I really want to work on. So that is really my main focus today, is getting last week's vlog fully edited. It's edited. I'm just going through and doing like the final edits. Finish that and get it uploaded, and then get some writing done and get back on track. So welcome to a new day. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to follow along on this writing journey. Follow along on the rough draft challenge with me, and let's dive right into Wednesday. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It is Thursday, April 10th now. I don't even know when the last time I updated was. Did I update yesterday? I don't even remember. Honestly, I haven't written anything, well, before this morning. I hadn't written anything since Sunday, I think. Monday, like the first few days of the week, I don't know what happened. I just like hit a wall and I was exhausted. And work was busy, and our boss is out, so we're all kind of covering different things, and I just didn't have the energy to write, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So that sucks, but I was so far ahead that it doesn't really matter. I broke my writing streak, writing 6 days straight last week, but whatever, it's not the end of the world. What matters truly is the word count and reaching my goal. So I'm still ahead. Dobby did wake me up this morning around 4:15, so I just stayed up and got some words in. I did a quick writing sprint in the Discord with a couple people and got, I think it was like just over 1,000 words. It was like 1,011 words or something. So passed my writing goal, or my daily word count for the day, which is awesome. It's a great start. I immediately got right back into the story, right into the flow. Just immediately picked up where I left off, so that felt really good. Because earlier in the week, I just hit a wall. I just felt like I didn't have the energy to write. I didn't have the desire. I think I got in my head telling myself that I didn't know where the story was going, and that discovering writing wasn't going to work for me, and that the story was going to be crap because I didn't plot, I didn't pre-plan anything out, and I got in my head. So I'm glad that I was able to push past that this morning and get some words in. So I'm at work now, as you can see. I do have to go to our other location, which is on the other side of town, with my coworker here in a few hours. So I came in early this morning. I do have a meeting at 8:30. I'm gonna check my emails, get myself set up for the day, get all the admin stuff done in the morning, emails, voicemails, all that, and then try to get it under the word sprint and get some words in before I go grab breakfast. So yeah, welcome to Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. This week has definitely been not as successful or as eventful as last week, but that's kind of a good thing because last week's video I ended up with close to 3 hours of footage that I had to edit down, and it took forever, and I still have not posted last week's video, which I need to do also. So I'm glad that I have less footage this week, actually. So yeah, let's dive right into the day. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Let's get to it. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday now. It is almost 5:30. I genuinely have no idea when the last time I updated this vlog was. Thursday maybe? Wednesday? I don't even remember, honestly. This week just flew by. I honestly don't know where the week went. I feel like it was just Monday. I have barely written this week. I think the last time I wrote a little bit this morning, but before that, the last time I wrote, I think was Wednesday night, maybe? Tuesday or Wednesday night. I think it was Wednesday. That might have been the last time that I updated the vlog. Last week, this is exactly what I was trying to avoid. Last week was like hyper focused, productive, and then this week came and it was just like, work was super busy, so I was part of it, but it was also just like burnout and like feeling like my brain was fried all week. And I just couldn't bring myself to sit down and write. So yeah, I guess this week is just a realistic look at what it's like to be in one of these challenges. The entire month is not going to be perfect. Things happen, life happens. I work a full-time job and a part-time job, plus, you know, having a husband with a chronic illness, and just all the things. So yeah, this week, not a failure because I did write. I did get, I think, I'm gonna write tonight, so we'll see what it actually ends up being, but I think as of now, I've written maybe close to 3,000 words this month, or this week. So not a total failure, I wrote something. But still definitely not as good as last week, writing 10,000 words, which I think was a lot, and that kind of contributed to this week, which again, was what I was trying to avoid, but it happened anyways. So yeah, this weekend, we didn't really do much. We ran a bunch of errands yesterday, went to church, and then today we went out to Vegas. Every once in a while we'll do like a date day and go out to the other, like, we live in Henderson, which is like the suburb of Vegas. So we'll go out into Las Vegas and try somewhere new to eat for lunch and maybe do some shopping, or sometimes we'll go to a movie or whatever, just kind of to get out of like our immediate area, because like 90% of our lives were in the same like 5 to 10 mile radius. So we like to every once in a while go out to somewhere new and try something new. So that's what we did. We ended up going, one of the casinos out in Vegas is a new casino. They built, instead of building a buffet, because that casino company no longer has buffets, they built like a food hall, basically a food court, like an upscale food court. And last time we went there when they first opened, it was super busy and it was hard to find a seat and all the lines were super long, but they've died down now. And last time we had a burger place that was just okay. Today we had a like New York style pizza. They had a deal for like 2 slices of pizza and a drink for $14. So we got that. We each had a slice of pizza and shared the drink, and it was so good. We definitely want to go back. We may end up going back next weekend because it was really good. We were gonna go to IKEA, but we decided not to. And we just did some shopping, looked at some shoes for our Disneyland trip next month, and then I tried a new coffee place. I tried, it's called Mothership Coffee Roasters, I believe. I'm not sure if they're just here in Vegas or if they have them other places, but it was really good. I had a vanilla bourbon latte and it was super good. I would definitely be going back there. And then what else? Then we had dinner at this like fried chicken place that we like. And now we are home. I'm gonna do my typical like Sunday reset, cleaning out the fridge, taking the trash out. I'm gonna kind of reset my work bag and charge up my laptop and iPad, and reset my planner. I am gonna try to get some more words in tonight. I'm at a pretty good spot in the story where like I know exactly what I want to write and like where I am and where I'm going. So I feel like if I let myself sit and actually focus for a good hour and a half, I could probably get in a decent amount of words in that time, because I feel like the words will come easy because I know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna really try to do that tonight. I have started getting this new subscription box. I don't know if I showed this last time I got the box, but it's called Hooks and Needles. You can do either a knitting subscription or a crochet subscription. I tried crochet the first box. Crocheting is very hard. I did not understand it at all. The beginner project seemed like way advanced. So I ended up, you can switch So I ended up switching from crocheting to knitting because I do know how to knit. The issue is that I only know how to knit like regular knitting. There's like, you can do knit or purl. I've done the purl before, but I don't do it that often, so it's not as like ingrained. It's not like muscle memory. So even looking at the knitting project, the beginner's knitting project, it seemed kind of advanced to me, but I'm gonna try it. So that'll be a fun little thing to do this week. I'm also going to be making a cake. I'm gonna take this to work with me tomorrow. My brother, it's my nephew's first birthday next weekend, and my brother, the way they're doing the party is that everyone's gonna bring a cake. It's like potluck style, but desserts instead of like food. And so everybody's bringing a different kind of cake, and we're all just gonna going to sample each other's cakes. So I'm going to make a tres leches cake. And so I have, this is like the base for it. So I have that. I'm gonna make that and try it out on my coworkers this week because I've never made it before. So make sure it turns out right before I take it to my nephew's birthday. And then Nick wanted some snickerdoodle cookies, so I'm gonna make him those. And then I'm also, on Friday, we are having a potluck at work for Easter / like a spring potluck. And I'm gonna be making empanadas for that. I think I showed that in a video back when I made them for Christmas. So I don't know how much, I probably won't show too much of that process, but I'm making a lot of them. I'm making like 30 of them for work, and then my parents and siblings all wanted some. So I think I'm gonna end up making like 50 empanadas, which is a lot. It is definitely a labor of love. It is a good like 4 or 5 hour endeavor. So we'll see. That's gonna be a Thursday thing. And yeah, that is basically the update. I'm gonna get going on cooking this stuff so that I'm not doing this all night. And then I will show you guys a little bit of my writing session, or writing sprints later on this evening. And then I will close out this vlog. Like I said, I have not gotten very much footage, but it is what it is. It is a realistic look at a week in my life. So yeah, I will check back in with you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, it is a little while later. It is about 8 o'clock now. Cake is done, cookies are done, kitchen is cleaned up, floors have been swept and mopped, vacuumed. I have not reset my planner yet, but I have that to do, and I'm about to jump in to some sprints. I think I am going to try to get in. If you hear some sort of shuffling noise in the background, it is Dobby playing with his toy. I think I'm going to try to get in a solid like 2 hours of sprints and get a solid amount of words in for the last day of week 2 of the Rough Draft Challenge so that I can end the week on a high note and start off the new week strong. So let's dive right into the sprints. We are finally ending this week back on track. I have written 1,213 words today. That is exactly what I needed. I hopped into a couple of sprints with some people who were on the Discord and was able to just kind of get into the flow and get some words written. Not as many as I would have liked, but I surpassed my word count goal for the day, and I have been trying to so my actual word count goal what I need in order to hit my 25K overall goal for the month is 863 words a day, but I've been making it my goal to hit over 1,000 words a day, and because on the days that I have written, I have done that, I am still past where I should be for this time. So a few stats real quick before I close out the vlog. Let's see, actually let me log into the Rough Draft Challenge website really quick so they can enter this. So this week, let's see, what was the first day of the week this week? The first day was the 7th. So since Monday the 7th, today is Sunday, I have only written 2 days. I did not write on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I did write on Thursday. I did not write on Friday or Saturday, and I wrote today. So my total word count for the week is, let's see, on Thursday I wrote 1,767 words, and then today I wrote 1,213 words. So this week I wrote 2,980. Definitely a far decrease from 10K last week, but it's still good. I'm still making forward progress. It is better than not having written at all. There are oftentimes back in previous nanos and these type of writing months where I would start off strong the first week and then totally fall off the wagon and not write at all, not write a single word again for the rest of the month. So I'm glad that that did not happen and that I am still making forward progress and the words are still flowing. I'm still really intrigued by the story and I'm really enjoying discovering it and finding out where it's going to go and kind of seeing how things change with each writing sprint. So I realized that earlier in the week when I was on a chat with some of the people in the Discord, I said that I was 17K words in for the month for the Rough Draft Challenge, and I grossly miscalculated. What happened? I have never been good at math, and that was evident because I somehow jumped from 10,000 words to 17,000 words in one sprint, which is obviously inaccurate. So I told everybody that on Thursday I was 17,000 words in for the month. The truth is that on that day I was just shy of 12,500 words. So like 4,500 word difference. I don't know how I messed that math up, but so currently as it sits on Sunday, April 13th, I cannot believe that it is already April 13th, that we are already starting week 3 of this challenge. Time is just absolutely flying. Right now I'm currently 13,697 words in to this Sleepy Beauty retelling. I don't have a name for it yet. But so I'm gonna go ahead and enter that word count into the Rough Draft Challenge website, and it will then tell me how like what my progression is towards my word count goal for the month. So see, 13,694 words or 97 words. Those extra 3 words, don't want to miss those. So 13,697, yes. And today's the 13th, yes. Okay. So okay, so I'm gonna turn this around and show you guys. So you can see here it shows that this is the Sleeping Beauty story. My goal is 25,000 words. You can see that this is the black line is like the trajectory of what I would need in order to, like what the base, the minimum words would be each day, in order to reach my goal by the end of the month. The blue line is where I currently am. So you can see as of today, 13th, I am well above the black line where I should be. Now the interesting thing is that there's also this tracker here that tells you how, like what percentage, how far into your goal you are, and it says that I am more than 50% of the way towards my goal word count for the month, which is awesome, being that I didn't write 5 out of 7 days this week. If I were writing the minimum word count of 863 words every day, I should be at 11,219 words but I'm currently sitting at 13,697 words. So I'm still more than 2,000 words above like the baseline of where I should be in order to hit my goal. So that is really good. I'm very excited that I'm halfway towards my goal. I would love to be able to surpass it. I don't really have an idea of how many like words I want the whole manuscript to be. I'm just kind of letting it go and be what it'll be. But I am currently, let's see, if I add another chapter, I am currently 22. I am currently writing chapter 21 of the Sleeping Beauty retelling, which is really exciting. I did start this story before the Rough Draft Challenge started, so this doesn't all count for the Rough Draft Challenge, but according to Dabble, I am currently 19,234 words into this manuscript as a whole. And 13,000 of those, a little bit more than 13,000 of those were written just in the last 13 days, which is pretty awesome. So there you have it. That is how this week has played out. It has definitely not been quite as successful a week as I had hoped, as last week was, but it is what it is. And again, any forward motion is positive and a win, and I would take it. This coming week, I think, is going to be busier. My boss is back in the office. I already know of a few meetings that I have, so I'm definitely going to try to get back into the habit of waking up in the morning and jumping right into writing, because that is how I was able to get so many words in last week. But I have been sleeping in a lot the last few days for like extenuating circumstances, so we'll see if that happens. Yeah, I want to thank you guys so much if you have made it to the end of this vlog. I know this one was not as exciting as the last one. Again, not only did I not write for 5 days of the week, but I don't think I vlogged at all for 3 or 4 of them. So hopefully this coming week will be better. Next weekend is Easter, and we have my nephew's first birthday party, so you'll see clips of that. Yeah, I think that is basically the end of this vlog. I will wrap it up here. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload a new video. Also, down below in the comments, I always have a pinned like question of the day or question of the video, so check that out down below and answer that question. Leave me a comment down below. Happy writing, and I will see you guys in the next one.